What's up, guys? We are back and I'm looking at some more NBA plays in today's video. Yesterday's video went 2-1, fell just a couple points short on Natasha Howard. The other two plays were able to cash for us. And yesterday in the DubClub, we were able to bang a 20x 6-man to make it now our fourth 6-man that we've hit in the last 2 days with only a couple of slips posted. So I'm going to stay cashing and hopefully with a 3-0 sweep with the plays in today's video. Let's hop in and get to these free plays. If you have not already, make sure to leave a like on this video here, because if we get to 175 likes in this video, I'll drop a third play tomorrow. And before we get to these free plays, don't miss out on joining the DubClub. In the DubClub, you get all of my plays sent straight to your phone, and if you use the link in my description or in the top of the comment section, if you click on that link and you scroll down, you'll get access to a special offer that's a limited time with only a couple of spots left. It gives you access to my Discord too if you connect your Discord to DubClub, which gives you access to my PrizePicks 6-man slips. Like I said, we've been crushing it on these slips. We've hit 4 in the last 2 days. I'm not lying about that. Members have been extremely happy here. This one was able to push right there, so that's one of the ones I counted. We also had these winners here, though, also 35 to 787. And you also have 25 to 462. Crazy part is, too, we had 3 different entries yesterday, missed by 1 leg. Cody Bellinger, half an RBI. You had Diarca Hamby here. Man, 0.5 minutes away from a 9x there. That was super painful also. And this leg here also lost by 1 leg because of Stephen Kwan there, missing by a little bit of fantasy score. But if people get that one in late, they put their own play into that and was able to cash out that entry. So overall, though, you can't really go wrong with hitting a 20x. We still had a crap ton of profit in the DubClub yet again yesterday. But that is only one aspect of the Discord and the DubClub. You also get access to my underdog streaks, my home run lottery slips. You get access to my community chat to talk to me and other members about plays or whatever's going on. You also get access to my contributors' plays from Asmi's, Emo, and Elo. Elo is a soccer guy who has been crushing his plays time and time again, and you have Asmi's, who is a PGA specialty guy, but he also posts some WNBA and NBA plays and crushes everything. But his PGA is built different, man. It really, really is. Like, he's been crushing. You see all the members just loving his plays, as you see here, just based on the reactions here. It's ridiculous how good he is at golf. So if you guys want to get in on all of this, which is included, make sure to join the DubClub and connect your Discord to DubClub. That will give you access to pretty much all of this. So go down in my description, top in the comment section, and click on that link to get a limited time special offer with only a couple of spots left. We're going to get to these free plays. Just make sure that you play responsibly and at your own risk. Leave a like on this video here and subscribe if you have not already. Most important thing, though, is have those notifications on. That way you get in before these lines get bumped, get removed. Now let's get to today's plays. We also have a Karl Anthony Towns free square on the board, though, so if you're not yet on PrizePicks, join using promo code DOMG for a play $5, get $50 promo, and also this Karl Anthony Towns free square. But the first play I like on the PrizePicks board for tonight's slate is going to be over in the points category, because today I like Pascal Siakam over his points at about 21. Although he's at 20.5 on pretty much every single other app out there, so if you have other apps available other than PrizePicks, I'd obviously recommend playing at 20.5. So we're going to use this tool that I am using now called Props Madness. I love this tool. It is a very, very good research tool, and you get it for yourself in my description with a free trial if you use my promo code DOMG. You see how Siakam has been in the playoffs so far. Not particularly great in terms of covering this line and dropping at least 21 points, but he's had his spots in some of the games in these series. Like, he covered in 3 games against Milwaukee, twice against Cleveland, the last 2 games of the series, and he's covered in 2 out of 5 games against the Knicks so far in the series with 17, 39, 17, 30, and 15 points. Hopefully he's dropping another 30-pound in this game here. But I think 21 is not too much to ask for here in this spot for Pascal Siakam, considering his usage in some of these games and the different types of matchup changes that have really happened in this series so far, with a lot of guys like Anunoby switching who they're defending, and now I think Siakam's just in the better spot of really the scorers on the Pacers here. Like, I think Halliburton could have a tougher game this time around, and I think that Siakam could be kind of a beneficiary of that. So you can see here, though, the usage in these couple of games here in the series. He went from playing like only 18% usage all the way up to 35%, but he's still stuck around at least 20% usage, and most commonly 24% usage. He's had 24% usage in back-to-back games now with 29.8 and 24.4, which is a very good sign. And if you do not know what usage is, it is a very important stat for measuring how aggressive a player is basically at shooting the basketball. Kind of factors in everything like field goal attempts as well as free throw attempts. What's of course important too, though, is going to be his minutes. He's had his minutes very, very consistently too. He's played 32 plus in every single game so far in the series, but most commonly at least 35 minutes. That being said, though, when he has at least 20% usage and when he has at least his minutes played being at least 32, he's been great this year. He's actually covered this line in about 67% of his last 30 games, as you see there. And if you do increase that usage all the way up to about 24%, like he's had in back-to-back games now, that goes all the way up to about 85% in his last 26 games, as you can see there. So I don't think this is too much to ask for at all for Pascal Siakam. You can see that with these kind of parameters, he has covered this in 2 out of 3 in the series. The one miss being last game, where he just did not shoot very well from the free throw line. He shot 4 for 8 from the free throw line, and he also shot 38% from the field. So missed 4 free throws and shot 38%. So that's pretty much the reason why he missed in that game. But I think we can get much better shooting this time around from Siakam, and if we do, I expect him to cover 21 points relatively easily. So I think Siakam's in a great spot for those couple of reasons. The matchup changes, and I think Siakam should just be the best. He should be in the best spot of all the scorers now on the Pacers, because Nembhard's getting locked up. He has had a really rough matchup now against Anunoby, which I was not expecting. And it worked for the Knicks last game, so I do think they're going to kind of stay with that type of defense. So I think Siakam should just be in a great spot to score in this matchup again. I thought he should have covered this line last game, or had a much better shot at covering the line last game. So why not take him in this game now? Before I get to my next few picks in this video, if you have not yet joined Sleeper, it is one of the best apps out there right now. And if you use promo code DOMG, you get a first deposit up to $100, and you also get a free square when you sign up, as well as a ton of promos pretty much every single day. The current promos I have is a profit boost for 35%, which is reusable until you win. There's also a $5 protected pick for the MMA. There's a 50% profit boost there. There's also a 25% profit boost in the MLB, a 25% WNBA profit boost, as well as some different discounts right now in like the UFC or whatever that is. I think that's a soccer one right there too, which is a multiplier boost. A lot of really, really cool things are on this app. The best part too, though, is that they sometimes offer a better payout than an app like PrizePicks. For example, if you like Cats over today and you like Tyrese Halliburton's over today, it pays out a 3.22x over on Sleeper compared to maybe a 3x over on PrizePicks. If you like the unders, it pays out a 3.13x compared to maybe a 3x over on PrizePicks. This app is really cool. Get it for yourself by description and use promo code DOMG for first deposit up to $100. I should also actually mention that you can get a free month of my DubClub if you use promo code DOMG on an app that I'm affiliated with. So that includes all the apps that you can see right here on your screen. But if you do join Better, that promo code is going to be DOMG Props, not DOMG. But every other app will be available with promo code DOMG. Just take a screenshot of using my promo code and send that to domgpropsvip@gmail.com, and I'll send you back a free month of my DubClub. For my next pick, we're going to head over to the MLB. And in this category, we're going to go with the fantasy score. If you are on a sportsbook, I do like Junior Caminero over his total bases or over his half a run. I think both spots are very good, but on PrizePicks, I like his over-hitter fantasy score at 5. I think this number is very good. I personally would not play a bump, but you see that he's had at least 5 fantasy score in 53% of games so far this year, and now he gets a matchup against a lefty in Colton Gordon. He has faced him twice and has yet to have a hit against him. However, the sportsbooks love him today. He is a minus 160 over 1.5 hit runs and RBIs. You will notice here that he's been over his hit runs and RBIs in 45%, but has had at least 5 fantasy score in more games. What this means is very good value on the board. So he is a minus 160 over his runs and RBIs. He has a better hit rate at his fantasy score at 5, which is a just really, very good value. I think puts Caminero in a great spot here. So you can see how he's been, though, in wins this year, because I do think the Rays are in a great spot to put up some runs. And, when they win, they put up some runs. And he's been over this in 73% of games when the Rays win, including some dominant performances in his last 6 games when they do end up winning. I don't think we'll be seeing 13 runs from him today, but I think it's not too much to ask for maybe 5 runs for him, 3 runs. You can see he's been having 12, 18, and 19 when they score just, 5 or 3 runs. So I think Caminero is in a pretty good spot. And you can see the matchup here, though, against him. Like I said earlier, he has not had a hit in 2 plate appearances. Not really concerned about that, but you can see how he is against his pitch mix. He throws mainly the fastball, the slider, and the sinker. He has a 325 on base average. But against the fastball, a 370, a slider, a 446, and the sinker, a 402. He has a better on base average against all 3 of his top 3 pitches. Very good sign there. He only uses the curveball and the changeup at like 8.7 and 8.3% of the time, which does go down a little bit. But again, he's only throwing those combined at 16% of the time. All the other pitches, he crushes. So I think he's in a great spot. Maybe he's a little bit of a sprinkle in the home run today from Caminero. But I really do like the spot for him here over his fantasy score at 4.5 or really 5 on the PrizePicks board. And now let's get to my third play in this video. This one is going to be over in the hits category. And again, if you guys want a third play in tomorrow's video, leave a like on this video here because 175, I'll drop a third play tomorrow. And this play here is going to be Freddie Freeman to have a hit. I think he's in a great spot for him just to have a hit. It's a goblin on the PrizePicks board. And if you use all 4 picks from this video into one play, it gives you a 4x payout if all are correct. I do also actually like him over 7.5 fantasy score too, but I'm going to go with the hit here as the free play. So Freddie Freeman has had a hit in 76% of games this year, obviously a monster hit rate. He faces Warren today, who is a right-handed pitcher, who he is over an 82% of games against. And home games this year, over an 80%. Home games against a righty, 89%, only missing this line twice right there. Once against the Angels, and then once against the Cubs. The Dodgers are in a great spot to score some runs in wins this year, over an 82%. Wins at home, 88%. Wins against righties, 87%. Wins at home against righties every single game, 13 out of 13. So you can just kind of see the reason why I like Freddie Freeman so much tonight, especially for him to have a hit. But I also think he's in a great spot and a good matchup. Freddie Freeman this year is hitting a 388 average against righties this year, up from his 359 against both handinesses. You also have Warren here, though, who has been worse against lefties, who has a 227 batting average against, but against lefties, a 235. Pitch mix that he throws is a fastball, slider, sinker combo, his top 3 pitches. You can see Freddie Freeman, though, has a 440 on base average. He has the fastball of 448, slider 474, and the sinker of 520. Better batting average or better on base average against all 3 of those pitches, his top 3. Lots of reasons like Freddie Freeman tonight. Give me the over for half a hit, but again, I do like his over 7 fantasy score. I think he's in a great spot. If you are going to play his fantasy score, though, and you do have underdog fantasy available, it's actually going to be a little bit better on underdog. You'll see that they are listed the same line, but there's a difference in hit rate because underdog has better scoring for hitters typically. At least it's just more. Like they just score more points on underdog because of doubles just paying out more, walks paying out more, not paying out more, but just having a higher number. So because of underdog scoring, I recommend playing it on underdog rather than PrizePicks if you are going to take the fantasy score. But on PrizePicks, I like him at half a hit here against Warren tonight. I'm not done with free plays yet, but a couple of reminders to not miss out on joining the DubClub. There's a special offer linked down there in my description, which also gives you access to my 6-man slips, as you can see here, which we cashed out in a 20x yesterday. 4 6-mans have hit in the last 2 days alone, as you can see here. We've been crushing it time and time again. Yesterday was also another absurd day, though. Like, we were 3 one-leg misses away from 3 different entries, which were 9x, 9x, and whatever the Yankees was. It was really high up there, though. I took Goldschmidt, Wells, Grisham, and Judge. All 4 of them had home runs. Bellinger, the guy we had needed for an RBI, was the only guy to not have a home run in this slip, basically, besides like Luis Urias, obviously. But so it was a little bit painful, but overall, we still, of course, had a massive day with a 20x bang. So that just goes to show you, though, how we had so much opportunity to just cash out again in the DubClub, like back-to-back days. Like, it's been ridiculous how good these have been for us. You are missing out if you don't join. I genuinely believe that. But again, you also get plays from my contributors, my underdog streaks, and just a lot more is included. So go get it for yourself in my description. Join us in the DubClub. Make sure to connect your Discord to DubClub and turn on notifications for the 6-mans over in the premium roles category. But here's some more free plays from the daily grind tool. In this tool, you can show off the best bet to value plays on an app like PrizePicks or Underdog. Right now on PrizePicks, they list some CSGO value on the board as well as some other value right now. And some golf, for example, with this DP World Tour, and then you also have the PGA here and Justin Thomas over his birdies or better. So this tool is really cool, though. If you click on plus V plays, you can filter down to a 2-pick power play or same with a 5-pick or 6-pick flex. And you can help you find plays that fit into that play type in terms of expected value. If you want this tool, get it for yourself in my description by clicking on the fantasy bundle and scrolling down. Be sure to use the link in my description. There's another tool available from the same guys in my description called the apps generator, which is over 2,000 units of profit since last year, and there are 12 slips currently on the board for apps like PrizePicks, Dabble, or better. Right now on PrizePicks, there's a 4-pick power play, which contains some value for CSGO, League of Legends, and even some MLB with Robbie Ray over 1.5 walks against the Marlins today. Has a profit margin right now of about 14.19%. If you click on Bet on PrizePicks, it's just like clicking on a link that your buddy sends you. It just puts it into PrizePicks for you, just like that. So get this tool for yourself in my description by clicking on the slip generator and scrolling down. Be sure to use that promo code DOMG. Thank you for watching. I'll see you for the next video. Best of luck, hopefully with a 3-0 video under our belt today. See you guys in the DubClub or tomorrow.